Inshallah, we'll start with ayah number 6, Surah Nisa. Surah Nisa, ayah number 6. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وابتلوا اليتامى حتى إذا بلغوا النكاح فإن آنستم منهم رشدا فادفعوا إليهم أموالهم ولا تأكلوها إسرافا وبدارا أن يكبروا ومن كان غنيا فليستعفف ومن كان فقيرا فليأكل بالمعروف فإذا دفعتم إليهم أموالهم فأشهدوا عليهم وكفى بالله حسيبا للرجال نصيب مما ترك الوالدان والأقربون وللنساء نصيب مما ترك الوالدان والأقربون مما قل منه أو كثر نصيبا مفروضا وإذا حضر القسمة أولو القربى واليتامى والمساكين فارزقوهم منه وقولوا لهم قولا معروفا وليخشى الذين لو تركوا من خلفهم ذرية ضعافا خافوا عليهم فليتقوا الله وليقولوا قولا سديدا إن الذين يأكلون أموال اليتامى ظلما إنما يأكلون في بطونهم نارا وسيصلون سعيرا صدق الله العظيم. So, Surah Nisa, ayah number 6. Now, in these ayahs, if you notice, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is thoroughly explaining to us the financial aspects of yatim children, financial aspects of orphan children. Right? And as I told you last week, why is it that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had talked about yatim children so much in Quran? أَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي يُكَذِّبُ بِالدِّينِ فَذَلِكَ الَّذِي يَدُعُّ الْيَتِيمِ. Like those people who mistreat yatim children, they don't believe on the day of judgment. So, أَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي يُكَذِّبُ بِالدِّينِ. You could be saying La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, but if you mistreat yatim children, yatama, فَذَلِكَ الَّذِي يَدُعُّ الْيَتِيمِ. Right? And in so many places in Quran, spread out, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about the rights of yatim children. So why is it that Allah had put so much emphasis on yatim children? So the reason for that is that when Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sent in this world as Khatim al-Nabiyyin sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Arabs were addicted to fighting. They would fight all the time. Wars after wars. So their culture was fighting. They cannot live without fighting. So when war will start, it will go for not 1 year, but generation after generation. Unnecessary war. So in these wars, the main casualty were the children, because these children lost their dads. Right? And now they are at the mercy of their family members, their uncles, their this and that, or community members. So when Quran was revealed to our Rasul, this issue of yatama was a major one. And Rasulullah for years, remember Rasulullah became Nabi when he was 40 years old. So for the last 40 years, Rasulullah was observing that in the society of Makkah, weak people are oppressed. Weak people are oppressed. So since his childhood, Rasulullah was always supporting and helping the distressed people of the society, the weak people of the society. And this is why Rasulullah became so famous that he is a nice man before Nubuwwat. Remember when he became Nabi, Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq, the first wahi came. So when Rasulullah went home to Khatija and Rasulullah was sweating, it was cold night. When wahi came, Iqra, it was cold, it was winter nights. Rasulullah is sweating. So Aisha said that you are sweating. Khadija said, you are sweating? Why? What happened? It's cold night. Rasulullah says, Zambiluni, Zambiluni, cover me up, cover me up. So Khadija gave comforter to Rasulullah, and now Rasulullah, and still Rasulullah is shivering with trouble, with fear. So anyhow, after some time, when Rasulullah cooled down, and he narrated what happened with him in that cave. Angel Jibreel came, the Wahi came, and he was. So Khatija radiallahu anha at that time said that, "Oh Muhammad, don't worry. You are a nice man. And you have been nice to all the people." In one sentence that she said, which meant that you always stood for the poor and the needy. You always stood in Makkah for the poor and the needy. And then she said, Allah will never disgrace those people who stand for the poor and the needy. Allah will never disgrace. How did she learn this? This hikmah. Right? She learned it from her cousin, Waraqa ibn Nawfal, who was an alim of Old Testament and New Testament, both. So that's why she said, don't worry. So anyhow, coming back to the issue, so Rasulullah stood for the poor and yatama were. So Rasulullah used to notice that these yatim children who lost their dad in these unnecessary wars, they are being kicked out by their own relatives. Uncles will trash them. Get out. Aunts, get out. And if the father was rich, left so much money, because women cannot inherit at that time. Before Islam, so much money. Now the brothers and the sisters and the family members of the deceased, now they distributed the wealth among themselves. And here yatim children got nothing. Why? Because they are yatim, they are powerless, they are weak. Right? So Rasulullah used to think that this is great injustice. Zulm. Okay? So gradually, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started revealing these ayahs in Quran regarding the huquq and the rights of yatim children. So Rasulullah said, Ana wa kafirul yatim fil jannah hakada. That I and the person who will be good to the relatives, will take care of, who will be good to yatama, orphans, right, will be with me in Jannah like my two fingers are together. Right? That's the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had dealt in so much details. Last week we did 2-3 ayahs, now today we'll do the rest. But before I go into this, one point to think. Very important. That is that today the Muslim Ummah is disgraced everywhere. What is the reason for the disgrace, disgracefulness? What is the reason? Right? Same thing with what Aisha Khadija said, that, oh Muhammad, why are you worrying? Allah will not disgrace you. Why? Because you are good to the weak and the poor. So what we learn from that sentence of Khadija and the ayah is that when Muslims are good with people, when you are poor, needy, yatama, and people in general, Allah will give you dignity, honor. If you are praying salah, tahajjud, and ishraq and awwabin, which is good, but you are bad to people, you will get disgraced. In today, alhamdulillah, we are praying salah, alhamdulillah, masajid and all that. But nobody wants to deal with Muslims. Nobody wants to deal with Muslims. Why? Just now, I am coming from a meeting, 3 o'clock meeting, at least 45 minutes from here. 3 o'clock meeting. I was there 3 o'clock. Nobody came. I'm waiting. Till 3:45. Now I have nearly an hour drive back. And all learned people. They're not like any person. Sitting 3 o'clock, right? And from 3 o'clock, and remember, Sunday is busy. For me, it's very busy, but I took out time. And then I drove from here. 45 minutes drive. Now I'm waiting for 45 minutes. I came back. I was driving, I said, thinking that this is one of the reasons for the decline of the Ummah. إذا وعد أخلف. When you make an appointment, a wa'da, appointment, akhlafa, you break it. So salah, zakat is important, all these things are important, but they will not be of any value if our mu'amalat are not important, are not right. Third point the thing is that, and I have been telling you, so in the Quran, right? Elaborate. 4 pillars of Islam, right? Salat, Zakat, Hajj, and fasting. Okay? 5th is Kalima Shahada. Most important. Salat, no details in Quran. No details whatsoever in Quran. Zakat, no details in Quran. Fasting, not much detail in Quran. Hajj, no detail in Quran. Besides some basic stuff. No detail whatsoever. Regarding Salah, there's not even one ayah in Quran, how to pray Salah. But abhi dekhe, regarding money matters. In Surah Nisa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed one after another. Ayat after ayat after ayat after ayat, giving details, even minute details. Why does Allah want Muslims to first be good in their muamalat, in their dealings? Salah important, but muamalat more important. Okay. So ironically, we put emphasis on Salah only. And we talk about muamalat in a passing way. Yeah, theek hai, it's okay. But Salah, bhai, worry about Salah. Astaghfirullah, no Salah. Fasting, no Salah. There's nothing more important in deen than akhlaq, muamalat. Nothing more important. So if the ummah will not understand the value of muamalat, just like Allah had given details, abhi aap dekhiega, details regarding the money of yatim children. Right? And look how many details. Why has Allah not talked about Salah with such detail? How is it Allah did not say, okay, when you start Salah, say Allahu Akbar, bring your hands to your ears. Quran, nothing. And then your eyes should be down at the place of sajda. And then put your hands like this. Not a single ayah. And recite Sana of Allah subhanaka Allahumma bihamdik. No. Then Surah Fatiha. Then a Surah. Quran says no, nothing. This Allah saying to me, this is important, but not that important. First important is your akhlaq and muamalat. First bring that into line. Yes, learn Salah from Rasul sallallahu, right? But in Quran, I'm going to tell you what is more important than Salah is muamalat and akhlaq. एक चीज आपको और बताएं. Rasul sallallahu said that nothing would be. Sorry. بعثت لأتمم مكارم الأخلاق. I have been sent in this world by Allah to teach people akhlaq. Here Rasulullah did not say, I have been sent in this world to teach people Salah. Yeah, we learn Salah. Rasulullah said, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Pray like you see me praying, right? But that is not the maqsad. Allah said, bu'ithu. In no place Rasulullah said that I have been sent to teach people Salah. That is part of his nubuwwat. समझिए इस फर्क को.
But here, regarding akhlaq, Rasulullah, bu'ithtu. I have been sent. The purpose is this. So the purpose is to teach people akhlaq. Okay?
Ironically, we have reversed it. We say salah, 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 salah. Maamla, it's up to you. Achhe karne, nahi. And the more you deal with these religious people, like I did today, the more you'll be disappointed. The more people are kind of tilting towards religion, dahi, beard, and all that stuff, you deal with them, you say, astaghfirullah, I don't want to deal with them again.
Because all emphasis on salah.
Salah, ishraq, awabin, or tahajjud, and this and that, but muamalat, nothing. So please think about this point. This could be the reason why all Muslim countries are among the most corrupt in the world. Although all those Muslim countries had hundreds and thousands of masajid. Madaris, Allah Akbar, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, full of madaris. Mufti and Sheikhul, but corruption.
At the top. Worst countries.
Why? Because we are talking about salah. We are not talking what Quran is talking. We are talking something about only salah.
So, salah is important. There's no doubt about it.
Right? But first is akhlaq, muamalat. Pehle insaan to bano.
You see, we are not even humans.
Back in our country, and we have brought the same pattern here. So when we are going here and telling people to pray salah, people saying, these guys came from the country, okay? And now they want us to be like them, like they are back in the country. First is akhlaq, maamlat, ma'asharat. If that is good, our countries could become a Jannah. Okay? Otherwise, no. You keep praying salah, keep on growing beard, keep on putting topi and kurta and pajama and all that stuff, right? But corruption would be the same. Right? Now, let me repeat what I told many times in Tasawwuf class. That the lihya or beard is the sunnah of Rasul. No hadith had Rasulullah said that if you don't have beard, you'll go to Jahannam.
Rasulullah never said that.
Rasulullah said, grow beard
and trim your mustache. But
Rasulullah said, if you have deceived somebody, then you are not one among us. You will not go to paradise, even if you die shaheed. Even if you die shaheed. So the example is that regarding beard.
So the greatest poet of all times, Allama
Iqbal rahimahullah,
had no beard.
And he is Shayul Islam, no beard. His whole poetry is on Islam. He inspired millions of people, but he himself had no beard. So in Lahore, where he lived, he had a friend. And then friend was a lawyer. Like he was also a lawyer. His friend was also a lawyer. His friend had long beard.
So time and again,
he will taunt Allama Iqbal. Friends.
That Allama Iqbal, what is this?
You say, Laki Muhammad Wafa Tune Tumne. What is that? You do not follow Rasul Sallallahu. Where's your beard?
So Allama Iqbal will not give answer. He will just smile back.
So many months pass by or years pass by.
Time and again, this person will taunt
Allama Iqbal for not having beard.
Then what happened? Then a time came when this person,
dad passed away.
So he, after some time, he took time with Allama Iqbal.
I said, I would like to talk to you in private. Why? Because you are a barrister
And he learned law in England.
and he was famous for being a very successful lawyer.
And plus, Allama Iqbal knew Islamic law very well. And this person was a common lawyer, not something very spectacular.
So now Abbas said, okay, come. He said, but there should not be any third person, you and me. Right?
So Allama Iqbal gave him time in private. He came. Now, what did he say?
He said, my Abbas, as you know that my dad passed away.
He left behind lots of wealth. And I'm going to inherit it, and I have inherited. But the problem is that I have a sister as well, and I don't want to share this with sister.
So he said, tell me a trick.
Some law trick in which I don't have to pay a single dime to my sister.
So Allama Iqbal first explained to him that hey, 50% goes to your sister and all that. He did not have. So then Allama Iqbal said something very beautiful. He said, okay, let's do this. Let's make a promise.
That
you promise to me that you are going to give the share to your sister. And Allah has said in Quran. Right? The Islamic share to your sister. Promise. And I promise to you that the day you will give, I will start growing beard. That person left, never gave share to his sister. So this zahiri or obvious thing that we have, if it is not matched with our character, this is munafiqah.
This outward appearance,
that's not what Allah wants. This has to match with our
inner
akhlaq. चलिए तो बस ये दो तीन बातें अब आइए चलिए
Ayah number 6. وَابْتَلُوا الْيَتَامَى حَتَّى إِذَا بَلَغُوا النِّكَاحَ. Now Allah is giving a scenario that let's say you are the uncle of yatim children, you are taking care of them. Allah is saying that what is the right time or right age
to give the ownership of the property, of the money, right, to the yatim children.
Allah is saying don't haste. But wabtalul yatama. Wabtalu means keep on testing these children. Let's say a child is 15 years old. Some children at the age of 15 are mature.
Like these days, a child becomes a millionaire at the age of 15.
Crypto and this and that. Very intelligent.
And then you have a 25-year-old who is dumb. He doesn't know the word.
So Allah is saying that
children differ. Human mind in maturity differ from one person to another person. So I think there is no age that I can tell you when to give the money to the children. But Allah says, wabtalu. Wabtalu means keep on testing. Dekho, thoda kaam do, give a little work and see how you give him $100 to give this is your pocket money. Now see how he spends. Loses it, or if he's clever.
So Allah says, hatta until idha balagun nikah. Until they reach the age of nikah. And even then, فَإِنْ آنَسْتُم مِّنْهُمْ رُشْدًا.
When you feel that this person has rushd. Rushd means maturity. This child is 16, but he's smart. He is street smart.
Right? So,
let's say a child who grew up in New York. Right? Like on the streets of New York. He's clever. He has seen all the gangs there. He has seen the drug dealers there. He has seen everything there. So this child, although he's 16, but he has the maturity of maybe a 30-year-old man. Right? So Allah is saying, فَإِنْ آنَسْتُم مِّنْهُمْ رُشْدًا. When you feel that this child had reached the age of maturity. فَادْفَعُوا إِلَيْهِمْ أَمْوَالَهُم. Then give the money to
this child legally. Get a lawyer.
and said, well, beta, this is what your dad had left. I took care of this. Now you take care of. Now it's all yours. وَلَا تَأْكُلُوهَا إِسْرَافًا. And when you are taking care, when you have been taking care of this child for these years, of course you have to pay bills. These children had to go to school. These children had their own expenses. So Allah is saying you should not spend the money israfan, too much. Right? Bidaran.
No.
You know, that there's no need.
There's no need, but you still spend money. You know, like this child doesn't need a car. But he said, oh, so much money? Okay, beta, I'm going to buy you a $100,000 car.
Why? You have to go to school. I'll drop you. Anyway, you are making a fool of this child. This child doesn't need, he's not going to drive a car. Huh? So that is wabidaran. Wabidaran, right? Ayakbaru.
Until they reaches Akbaru means until they grow up, then.
Woman kana ghaniyan. And if you are ghani, if the guardian is ghani, is rich, falyastafif, then do not even take a dime from the property and the money that belong to the children. You have 2-3 cars, right? Now this yatim child needs to be dropped to the school, for example. Why do you have to use this child's money to buy a 4th car? So I think woman kana ghani, you are ghani, falyastafif. Then don't use this child's money. You already have so many cars standing. And I'm just giving an example. And woman kana faqiran, but if the guardian himself is faqir, is very poor, then falyakul bil ma'ruf. Then he can use this money, but right according to the right principles, not too much. فَإِذَا دَفَعْتُمْ إِلَيْهِمْ أَمْوَالَهُمْ فَأَشْهِدُوا عَلَيْهِمْ. And when you finally hand over the money and property to these children, yatim children, do not do it in private, but
فَأَشْهَدُوا عَلَيْهِمْ. Have at least 2 people witness this. Notarize kar le. Get it notarized. Get 2 people to sign. I have given this to the yatim children. Fashidu alayhim.
وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ حَسِيبًا. And Allah is sufficient to take account of what you have done. Meaning if there was some mistakes by you, Allah will forgive. Don't worry about it. But do not do wrong things deliberately with the money of yatim. Ye ek baat hogi. Second thing, brother, is
in Jahiliyyah time, there was no concept of giving share to females. Daughter, wife, mom, sister, no. They were completely deprived. They had no
right in the property. So if dad died,
daughter will not get nothing.
Wife, nobody will get nothing. Why? What is the crime? Oh, they are females.
That's one. Number 6, if there were boys,
sons, but they were small,
right? That's it. No
right. Bacha, no.
Allah put a stop to this. Allah said, no. Age does not matter here. Age of children doesn't matter. No one. And the sex of the
member of the family doesn't matter.
Male, female, does not matter. Yeah.
The percentage is different, but everybody has
an equal share in the
warasat.
And this is the ayah
that put a stop to this. Lirrijal.
For men, nasib means
a share. مما ترك الوالدان والأقربون, from the property that the parents and the relatives have left behind.
للرجال, for men. But walin nisa, and for female as well. Allah did not use the word
Daughter or sister, no. Walin Nisa.
for women. Nasib, they also have their shares. Mimma tarakal walidani wal aqrabun, from what the parents have left behind or relatives have left behind. Mimma qalla minhu aw kathur, whether what is left behind is mashallah in millions or very little, it doesn't matter. Warasat or inheritance, law has to be followed according to Quran.
Right?
In Torah also, no right to a woman. ये बात. So,
Naseeb mafruda. देखिए.
Naseeb means share. Every share is mafruda. Has been written, has been stipulated.
Mafrud means had been already determined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Nobody can mess with the law of inheritance. So this ayah gave rights to women and children in deen. Okay? And again here, nasiba mafruda, all the shares are stipulated, all the shares are written. अब देखिए साहब, अखलाक, ठीक है? Again I'll repeat, these things are not mentioned regarding salah. अब देखिए, such a small thing, Allah is giving us a scenario. This ayah is amazing, brother. Akhlaq, akhlaq, akhlaq. Somebody died, right? Left behind wealth. Children are also grown ups. Everything is fine. After a day or two of the burial, right? Now, the elders
of the family said, okay, bhai, now
we have to make sure that
the wealth is distributed equally among the warasa, among the
people of the family. So,
what happened was that when this news spread, hey, that person who died, his wealth is going to be distributed to among the family members. So back in old days, it's like when there used to be marriages, right? Marriage in the village. So all the villagers were invited, or sometimes not invited but still come just to watch. At the time of Rukhsati, when the bride is leaving, the whole lane is crying. The bride is going. But the whole, it was like a whole family. The whole village was like a family.
Now here Allah is telling us the same culture.
Now at that also Allah is giving the old culture.
Now the day when the distribution of wealth will be done, Allah is saying now the villagers came out just to witness. And then some relatives also came who know that I don't have any share in this. Right? I'm a second cousin, third cousin. I don't have any. Just for the sake of interest, they came. But now the buzurg and the old people of the family got together. They said, okay, bhai, look here. He left behind, let's say, $1 million. Okay, bhai. Son, you will get 300,000. Betty, you will get 150,000. You, the widow, you will get this much, and blah, blah. These relatives who are distant relatives, they know that they have no share. But they are saying, wait, so much money he got. So much money he got. Now, some of them are extremely poor. Right? So Allah is saying that, it would be better, right, if you people who have got your shares, आपको मिल गया, you got right? Share some money with these people.
You don't have to do it. But it's only mustahab. It's not fard. It's not mandatory.
You say, no, all mine?
Fine, it's all mine. But Allah is saying it would be better according to akhlaq if you will say, okay, bhaiya,
$300,000 I got. Okay, I'll give him 1,000. Right? I'll give him 500. So I think it would be good. आप देखिए, so much detail Allah is giving. आप देखिए, अब भाई Quran, why is Allah talking about such minute detail when this is the last book? And regarding Salah, Allah is silent. So again, understand the value of akhlaq. अभी बात है, अब देखिए इसको. وَإِذَا حَضَرَ الْقِسْمَةَ أُولُو الْقُرْبَى.
When ulul qurba, relatives, come to witness this distribution.
Right? أُولُو الْقُرْبَى. هذا قسم القربى. وَالْيَتَامَى.
And some orphan children of the gaon, of the village also came.
وَالْمَسَاكِينَ. And some poor people in general came to.
Allah says, فَرْزُقُوهُم مِّنْهُ.
Give them some
money from what you got.
And قُولُوا لَهُمْ قَوْلًا مَعْرُوفًا.
And talk to these poor people, this masakin, and these relatives that had come, qawlan ma'rufa.
You know, talk to them in a nice manner. Okay? अब शफीक भाई आप बताओ, what is the link between qawlan ma'rufa and distribution? Think about it. That let's say you are distributing the wealth, right? There are poor people standing. Whether you decide to share some of your wealth with them or not, right? But what does Qulu Qawla Ma'rufa has to do at this point?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they shun them. अबे जा यहाँ मुंह उठा के चला है, तेरा बाप मरा है. They shun people. Get away from here. मुंह उठा के चले आते हैं. यहाँ कुछ बट रहा है, यही होता है. See, Allah, they have come, they are poor, masakin, yatama, right? If you are not giving, at least talk to them nicely. Talk to them nicely. This is deen.
I'll repeat myself again. These details has to do with akhlaq. And to do with akhlaq. This is deen, this is Islam, bhai. This is Islam. देखिए, in US law, IRS law, when a child inherits money, right? He had not done the hard work. बाप मर गया, पैसा मिल गया. So what has he done? Nothing. Who did the hard work? Dad, mom, whoever died. So you inherited the money which was earned with great labor by your dad or mom. But you inherited. The law here says, "Acha beta, you got it. Now the tax on that
will not be regular tax.
Compounded tax. Why? So you got it.
Yeah, easy, hands down. Here, in this ayah, you are getting all that money.
Same way, you did not do the hard work.
So Allah कह रहे हैं भाई tax नहीं दे रहे हो, at least share this with the poor and needy. Here you have to pay the tax, otherwise they will confiscate it. So Allah said, okay, no tax here, at least share some wealth with the poor and the needy and masakin.
And here Allah is saying, it is my recommendation. Allah is not making fard.
It's not mandatory.
But akhlaq of a Muslim should be,
okay, bhai, let me share that with them. And then Allah says, if they have come,
qulu qawlan ma'rufa. Talk to them nicely.
Talk to them nicely.
ये मतलब है भाग गए आगे, पकड़ आ जा रहा है,
बुक मरे आयत में, औज़ बिल्लाह। बट अल्लाह से कुलू कौलम मारूफा, भाई दिस इज दीन, दिस इज दीन, दिस इज दीन।
So I hope that these ayahs we understand it, and we understand the value of akhlaq, value of muamalat, and that this explanation is not ending here.
It is continuing, continuing, continuing. Abhi there are at least 4 more ayahs, and 2 of them are very lengthy.
In which Allah have given detail about who will get how much.
Again, I will say, Salah ka nahi bataya. Allah did not say that in Isha you have to pray 4 rakat.
There is no mention of 4 rakat of Isha, for example, or 2 rakat of Fajr and all that. But here regarding warasat, because it has to do with money, Allah is saying, Yusikumullahu fi awladikum lidhakarim. All like details, details. Okay? So, bhai, you know, understand deen as it is. Right? Do not make your own deen. Most emphasis is on akhlaq and muamalat. Yes, salah is fard, all that important. Right? But if your akhlaq is not made, your muamalat is not good, you will be disgraced in this world and akhirah, even if you are praying tahajjud salah and 5 times salah in Haraman Sharif, you will be disgraced. Most important thing is akhlaq and muamalat and ma'asharat.
Subhanallah bihamdi, subhanallah bihamdi.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.
La ilaha illa anta subhanaka anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin.
Every Sunday after Maghrib.
Every Sunday after prayer.
اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تبارك ربنا وتعالى يا ذا الجلال والإكرام.
Ya Allah, accept our sitting here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us akhlaq, and our muamalat should be good, our ma'ashra should be good. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our salah and our zakat and hajj and psalm. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us a true believers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala
Give us life upon Iman and give us death upon Iman.
سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين.